Hello everybody and welcome back. I am Count Christo. Thank you ever so very much for joining me. This is the unnamed Japanese campaign. We do need a name, by the way. Chat, come up with a name. So, what are we going to do? We have a new mod, by the way. A mod which will give us new NATO symbols. They are slightly low graphics, but we'll manage. So these 10 width guys, they're like, they're whatchamacallit, garrison. So what are we going to give them? Could give them coastal, of course. Or we could just give them the garrison icon. Cool, so they're the garrisons. And how does that look on the map? It looks, I mean, it's okay. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, unpause. We are ready for war with China. We can declare on them. We can declare on Shaanxi. As soon as we declare on Shaanxi, communists will annex Shaanxi. Have some decisions. Let's just check we don't want to do any of them. Nope. Okay. Got these guys ready to deploy. Just needing some support equipment, which we're working on. Give me one more support equipment before you give me any more infantry, please. And so, let's get the Navy deployed. So, scouting boys, if they dare leave any port, I want to know about it, and I want them dead. Subs, based out of Taiwan, if they dare try and import anything, I want to know about it, and I want it dead. Strike forces, I want you operating, both of you, I want you operating out of Nagasaki, and I want you to hit them the moment they try and sally forth. The other strike force can base out of Taiwan. And then we'll have good spread coverage. And you have the same mission, but just do it from here. And you too. From here. You guys. Setting out. Good. Now we'll see if our reserves can, if our fuel levels can handle that. And we will start mine laying in this whole region. Sounds good. Nice navy. Thank you. Alright. Are we ready? Planes in position? Yeah. Get everyone over here to start with. Get some ground support. Get some fighters. We'll take the Beijing airport as soon as we can. And that will help. We should maybe actually have the... Yeah. Let's prioritize taking the Beijing airport first. We actually do need one more guy over here. Is that what you're doing? Good. You can rapid deploy over here. You guys can do a little bit of exercises as well. So we can get them out of green. There we go. Excellent. And how is fuel looking once our guys are in port? We've got 116 days. I think we can win this war in 116 days. Obviously, we're also using fuel because these guys are moving. They use a substantial amount of fuel a day. These guys are coming in. Let's just do a quick bit of speed up so they can get in place. Just momentarily, let's halt these patrols. Just so we don't use up a lot of fuel. Waiting for these guys to get in place just in case there's a big offensive from the Shaanxi area. Okay, everyone in position. Everyone's got full planning bonus. Everyone is full entrenchment. Everyone's ready. Everyone's experienced. Fighters are in position. The mission efficiency has gone up already from recent deployment. You guys begin patrolling. Total supremacy. Slow it down. War. We have tolerated China's ridiculous notions of desiring independence for long enough. And now we will make them pay. So, we can do war bonds immediately, of course. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So we can escalate the war in China. For 25 political power, you get 10% better attack versus China. I think this is going to be worth it, because the more rapidly we can take China, the better our life will be. Everything else good? Yeah? 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 Okay, good. This obviously is a very large number of infantry. They could cause a problem. We are going to... I haven't actually looked at my tank templates. They're probably terrible. Well, they're not horrendous, actually, to be honest. Let's see what we can do to try and attack in here. This doesn't look superb, so let's Just throw in some extra defenders just in case. Now, we will launch the naval invasion. Go, go, go. Fighting in the air is heavily in our favor. Naval invasion launched. Good. Away they go. Looks like they're not defending their ports. They probably heavily prioritize being up here, probably. Would be my guess. And we are managing to break them here because many of them are on the offensive. There we go, land in. The cavalry to just sweep the region as quick as we can. Grab that port. Here comes their infantry. But we should be able to land here and cut them off, thereby securing the Shandong Peninsula for ourselves. So, motorize. Just get straight in there. The rest of you continue to advance. Establish a nice line if we can. I like to hold in these hills rather than in the plains back here. There goes the entire Chinese fleet. Exquisite. And that means that now we've actually killed their entire fleet. 2 of you can stop patrolling to conserve fuel. 1 in each region should be sufficient regardless. Okay, now more and more attacks here, but we are continuing to break them here one by one. As soon as they stop being under attack, the cavalry can join in as well. Yeah, the tanks are not very much attack, but because they're getting that armor value, they're being able to do double damage. Okay, things over here looking pretty good. So, let's consolidate these front lines. Good. And go immediately for the pockets rather than anything else. If you guys want to just persist in your spread, we will have reinforcements for this infantry pocket soon. The plan is essentially storm west. You guys can come back around as soon as you got that. How much supply we got here? Quite a lot of spare supply. So I will indeed be sending in a bunch of the infantry. You guys can come in here when you have a moment. This attack here continuing to go well. Good. Pretty textbook kickoff to this war, I would say. We could just get to this river. That would be nice. There we go. We should retreat this way. Just try and get to the mountains, the hills that is, if you can. Good. Good. Got the Marines here. We've got the extra guys coming in. And I think I will do this. And throw you guys into the fray under the Marine Commander's spot. Although perhaps I will actually give you just a mere second to drill up. Seems prudent. Not detecting anyone with our subs right now. Just finish them off, would you? You two get to the front. We could give him probing attack, but I never really find it to be that valuable. Okay, now you guys have got your bare minimum experience. In you go. Good. In the north, this attack continues. Send in a few more, fill up that combat width. So if we can start making some moves here. Now, obviously the cavalry are not superb, and so we're going to suffer a little. Ooh, clever AI, doing a little pinning counteroffensive. There we go, finally some divisions taken out. But yes, with the reinforcements coming in, I don't foresee us having much trouble down here. What we'll do is we'll probably just get a planning bonus now, and then we'll strike at them. And we, of course, will have substantially weakened the defense of the northern front. In fact, we've weakened it so substantially that we could attack through from here. Ah, yes, right. Call them in. And get in here. Good. Now, they may start attacking up here, but that's okay. I think we can probably handle that. We're going to put the rest of you... Yeah, we've got lots of supply in this pocket. The rest of you, let's all get in here. Let's make this pocket some moves. Now, you guys can definitely better fight from here. You guys are pretty much okay. you guys will put in the Beijing airport. Now, how many planes do I have in reserve right now? Basically none, so we won't send any more in. Here comes our extra 12 divisions. They're going to be a bit of a game changer down here, I suspect. Offer surrender terms to China. That's if we lose. It's never going to happen, of course. Use war propaganda against China. Our stability is not superb anymore. Our war support isn't capped. They have left a hole. Let's make them regret it. They're trying to pull back from Beijing. Let's make them bleed for the withdrawal. Might as well. Give me the river line, please. And we can start planning. So they're still giving us trouble here. Let's put a few more in there. And yes, here come the infantry supply. Still looking really nice. There goes Tianjin. Not really sure how you say that, to be honest. Possibly Tianjin. Yeah, the fight here is not superb because it is straight into the mountains. It looks like they've got a really good general holding us off there. But that's okay. Oh, hello. Let's see if we can cross this river early. Give me that river line. You can hold off on that. Might be able to get a pocket going here. We can have you guys storm through like this. You can help. It's been a long time since I played Hoi, so excuse me if my micro is a bit off. We could do war propaganda against China. I would like the 100% war support, honestly. World tension's going to give us that, though, so that's not a problem. 75 days left of fuel. Let's... These guys being called sub kind of makes me confused because I just clicked on them to try and select the subs. You're the... Sure, you can be I, because you're the first of the Puppet Division ones. Subs, I mean, they are doing some raiding. Let's call it off for most of them. We'll keep one guy doing it. He won't have perfect efficiency, but it'll conserve a bit of fuel at least. Good, we did get across the river. We can call off the pinning attack. Thus, Beijing falls. Excellent. If you could crush down here. I'd love to give you Improvisational Expert. You need to get a terrain trait for that, though. Improvisational Expert is so nice. That 10% speed is a really big deal. Alright, call off this offensive. Bring the mobile divisions across the river, and we'll see if we can pocket these guys. Jolly good. Interestingly enough, Maoist China not joining them. So that is that's a pretty big change. We can escalate the war in China again. I think we will do this because this penalty is pretty nasty. We would just like to get her done, as it were. So mechanized it as well. See if we can cut in here and take this guy out. Okay. Cavalry and so forth. Launching in. Good. You not going in because of supply? No? Why aren't you going in? Supply down here is fine. Get in here. Okay, there's a couple more Chinese convoys biting the dust. It's good to see. Cutting in here, cutting in here. They are sending in reinforcements, sadly, but once we can sweep in from the south as well, we should be able to do that. There's the new naval estimates. It's pretty nice. It's going to help us with our ships. Do anything else I really want to do? A 300% bonus for light cruisers. Yeah. Yeah, we could buy this super early. That would be so good. Start building really nice cruisers immediately. But we do need war economy, so let's do that real quick. Okay. Now, more dockyards free. Let's build a spotting destroyer. This is a 1936 spotter. Now, the important thing about the spotter is simply that it can stick and move. And some anti-sub warfare. So yes, it only needs... Wait, there's fire control 0. That's what we had, okay. It does really need that, but we can retrofit it. So I think we're going to take off the torpedo launchers. Because all they need to do is stick and move. 39. It's pretty nice. What do we lose? Costs 10% more. We lose... It's only 0.3 kilometers. We'll throw the torpedoes on. 1936 spotter. Save it up. Give me some of these. These are urgent production. We need 4 on that. Good. Duplication done. No fear. Alright, charge in here. Let's do some micro pocketing. Do you like my micro pocketing? Got plenty of army experience. Pour it into the 40. The 40 will have line artillery. Like this. 40 is done. Let's give him a different icon because he's big. Big and beefy. There we go. L. He's large. Nice. These will be priority reinforcement. When we actually have any of them. We could build a couple of 40s. Yeah, that'll be good. They'll be handy. Let's get them in training. We should really have more stuff in training generally as well. What are you missing? The field hospital? Yes, the guy with the field hospital. Let's get... No, we don't have the equipment to start those as well. Okay, cool. This is going slower than I would like. Things stagnating a little bit. Once we get a couple of pockets off, we should be able to crush through. They're really holding here. Ah, we got bad supply up here. This I did not notice. Okay, in that case, I will launch an offensive to take this airport, improve the supply of edge provinces. That'll fix the supply situation there nicely. Now, as soon as you've done that, you have to immediately press onto here. Unfilled import. But we're actually fine. So we're down to rubber. Wait, what? Down to rubber, but nothing has a deficit? Oh, it's back again. Okay. I guess that was just either very briefly raided or... I don't know. Not really sure. 90 days of fuel now that we've made some cutbacks. Still not great. This war against China is going very slowly, really. A bit embarrassingly slowly, honestly. Let's see if we can get another pocket going here. Why aren't you moving to the front? We don't have a supply problem. Move in, my dude. Could send the other garrison units in there as well. No. They're pretty rubbish. I mean, the militia units are rubbish as well, like the foreign units. But we'll see. We'll see. There's machine tools. That'll help a lot. Should probably start doing the refining techs, because we are going to be in urgent need of that. No, we don't want Songs of Yuletide, I'm afraid. We're going to skip that. Logistics companies are going to be valuable. I'm really upset about the fact we're going to have to use this bonus here. We're probably going to use light tanks, by the way, rather than mediums. Lights are until maybe Germany. America. Okay, so we're going to have the new cruisers coming in. What tech do I need for the new cruisers? The guns are just way ahead of time. I guess a turreted secondary battery would be good for those new cruisers. Let's invent that. Alright, some nice rolling pockets going here. Okay, almost got them here. If they don't reinforce in, that's going to be a crush. Alright, and there's the supply situation. Nicely stabilized. Beautiful. This, I mean, there's no point throwing our heads against this wall. Why instead don't we do this? See if we can just go around easier. There's the immediate offensive. Keep coming in here. Around here. Another research slot. Yeah, give me that. We'll just do it without the bonus. Give us some more defense. Spear firepower is going to be very nice for us as Japan. Throw more guys in. Let's get these pockets done. Come on now. One of you down here. One of you support here. You're coming in, aren't you? Yeah, go down here then. Don't want these guys to leave too much, but if we just cut in. Once these cavalry start getting into open terrain, we're going to really do some damage. Break them in the south. This attack is stagnating. It's because we're using the rubbish divisions. It's fine. We'll just call that off for now. Cool. You guys back up this attack. And actually, let's keep this going. Let's be hyper-aggressive. We're going to go from here to here and pocket them. It's going to be great. This is a CK2 song, by the way. It's called Legacy of Rome. It was added in the Legacy of Rome DLC. Or in the content pack that went along with it. I'm not actually certain. We're missing a Christmas production. Light tank and fighters. Yeah, fair enough. When's my fighter done? 73 days. With a bit of luck, we'll be able to get a design company by then. You guys stop that. As soon as we've got this pocket done, then we'll start organizing this front for a push across to support the pocket. I've got some veteran divisions already. Very nice. Okay, this attack's stagnating here. Well, you know what you do when you're stagnating, right? You become more aggressive. Yeah, get in there. Get more guys coming down here. Nice. Okay. There's that one. Keep it going. Keep it going. Never cease. Cavalry are into the open. First bit of the pocket developing. Keep them pinned. Keep them pinned. It's going to cost lives trying to cross that river, but I really want to keep them pinned until we can get this pocket off. In the south, if you could finally finish this pocket, that would be marvelous. Supply. Here. Yes, that's understandable, but it shouldn't be a problem for very long. Right, you guys. I need you out of the Beijing airbase, which is really hard to click on. There we go. And yes, give me more ground crews in this region, obviously. Should have been doing that earlier. Move you here. Good. Decision available. Do we escalate or do we get the air designer for our first fighters? I think we escalate. I really want to get this war done. It's taken an embarrassingly long time. Let's finish this thing. You guys can cross the river. It's inefficient manpower-wise, but it's efficient speed-wise. So, I'll take it. Okay, good. And then we can crush in, because the Chinese National Front hasn't formed, we can crush in here and then sweep through North Shaanxi very easily. They're launching an offensive in the north to no avail. Good. Okay, keep it going. Keep it going south, if possible. Come on, finally break this. Third. Let's be seeing some movement here. Where's one of my tank divisions in my basic? Oh yeah, because he's in the naval invasion. He was on the naval invasion. Fair enough. Let's get this done. Finish them off up here. Continue crushing south. You guys, you don't need to reinforce over there. We just need to push south. Ever southward. Okay, you guys are training. We have a surplus 40 width beasts to plug in like really dangerous situations. I think is going to be plenty. You could give us another angle on that one actually. Obviously, but beef up here a bit. If you guys would just distribute on that front a little. And all of you that weren't auto-distributed can just head south, ever southward, and just cut in here. And then get a nice big pocket. And once we've collapsed this pocket here, liquidated that pocket, as some might say, it's going to be a steamroll, because we're we're going to have killed a lot of Chinese divisions by that point. What is the casualty count right now? We've lost 6,000. They've lost 147. And they only have about 70 divisions left. This attack has taken a ludicrously long time. Just a truly ludicrously long time. The United Kingdom is trying to make nationalist Spain democratic again. That's quite funny. Synthetic rubber over there. They are supporting the status quo in China. That would have been quite funny if they had gone otherwise. You're building the War Department. The Americans are very concerning to me because they already have done their giant wakes stuff. I mean, some of it anyway. They are still on undisturbed isolationism, obviously, but yeah. Okay, we've killed their fleet. So you guys can stop patrolling, and we'll put out one extra raiding task force to give us that nice 100% raiding efficiency. If you could just keep driving them back here. That'd be grand. We'll need a bit of backup. That pocket liquidated. That's another 70,000 casualties in the books. Get me these guys down here and get me them there fast. If you could finally finish this, I'd be much obliged. Never stop pushing. Full frontal assault, my favorite Hoi-themed metal band. Alright, all the way down here. Good, good, good. Yeah, this pocket is going to be great because they really want to hold on to this city apparently, and they're going to bleed for it. No port to help them out at the coast. The river won't save them for long. Okay, good, good, good. You guys cease that offensive. Come down here. Let's cross this river. One down here. One up here. No, actually, don't go up there. I don't want to border Shaanxi here until we're ready to crush straight in, because the AI is very bad at knowing that you're about to border them, and therefore they should marshal a defense against you. So what you often want to do is delay bordering them. Of course, that's similar to the tactic I employed in the infamous NC campaign. So, there's radio. Nice. Let's... we are going to want disometric search radar soon. We also really need the fuel. Start with fuel refining. We are going to get some resistance to occupation. Two options. A, completely ignore it. B, build military police. I think we are going to build military police. So, everyone knows what military police look like. They look like this. This is the military police. I've got a military police icon, presumably. Obviously, we'll be able to win pretty quickly, so there is a valid case that we should just ignore it. But I think it would be a waste. Be a waste to ignore it, because we'll lose factories, and repairing factories is not cheap. So this way will work just fine. Keep cutting in, crossing the river all the way along. Keep cutting south. They attacked us in the one place we actually had dudes on this front. Nice. Okay, get me the mobile divisions concentrated down here, and then they can sweep back up as necessary. If you could just finally break them here. It's becoming embarrassing, honestly. Breaking across here is good. One of you just go this way. Give me some more combat width on that one. They are trying to come south. Yes, we're across. Okay. Keep it going. Give me more combat width here. Nice overrun. Tanks. Get in there. Get in there. Let's get this thing done. Pin them here. Pinning them with cavalry just because they're not very good, so hopefully they won't win the fights and let them retreat. Drive them back. Drive them back. We can escalate again. No, war propaganda against Shaanxi. Not necessary. There we go. 97. 98. Broken. Infantry can head north in cleanup operations. They have 0 supply in the north. Our supply is looking pretty bad, but once we close up this pocket, that's no longer going to be the case. That's a bit of a problem. Let's try and stabilize this front slightly. Or alternatively, let's just go nuts from the north and stabilize it by, you know, overrunning it. They are having some problems there. Let's take full advantage of that. Forget this freaking pocket, my dude. It's just not going to happen. Let's just press south. We can take this pocket by... we shall do to this pocket the worst insult you can give to an enemy. To be ignored. It looks like Nanking's going to fall pretty soon. Which will be good. What's our surrender progress like here? Pretty low. We could just naval invade and take all their coastal cities right now. Which wouldn't be the worst thing. But I think I'd rather maintain a stable front. At least vaguely stable. Get me the cavalry down here. And start really cutting through. If we can do a big sweep like that, wipe out the entire rest of their front line, that would be pretty nice. Let's just drive them back here. I just want to stabilize this front line, improve the supply situation. You can just go straight down here, honestly. Just wrap up and wipe him out into war. Nice. Get me oil processing, please. We're going to need quite a lot of oil processing to deal with China. In the peace deal, what are we going to do? Do we get a war goal to kill the rest of China, by the way? I think we actually don't. That's pretty annoying. Are you going to form a like if you do this one, you form the Chinese National Front. So we're going to have to actually justify on like Guanxi Clique. The others are less important, but Guanxi Clique has the resources. I guess we declare on China and then declare on Guanxi Clique. Sorry, on Pirok, that is. And then declare on Guanxi Clique and hope that they buddy up. Rather than Guanxi Clique, you know, joining the allies. Oops, we got the border with them. Okay. Get in here then. See if we can rush capitulate them or at least take up positions in the mountains. They're not moving from their northern positions yet. Let's just crush them. They've got no supply. We don't need to take it slow here. There's a juicy pocket waiting to happen. You guys need a more sensible attack plan, if only for the sake of my eyesight. Good. Rolling through now. Once you've got it properly escalated, you know, you can really annihilate them. I don't think we need to do it again though. I think we've got them very clearly on the run here, so we should be fine. Yeah, these guys are going to get pocketed one way or the other. We'll get it done. These guys... Oh, my guy got pocketed. Hold off there. See if we can hold long enough to save him. He is just a cav at the end of the day, so... Oh, those guys, those five pocketed too. Nice. If he perishes, you know, if he dies, he dies. We could escalate one more time, but I don't think we need to. I think we can just... they're very close now. You know, the entire front line is completely buckled. This pocket's going to be nice. So you guys come in. Good. Close that up. Come on now. Once we get some guys actually reinforcing in there, it'll be fine. There's another pocket. If you guys want to just start to kind of go nuts on the front line, you have my permission. There is them getting nicely trounced. Take up positions in the mountains in case we do need to push north. You can just wrap up the southern section. Push them back. This is breaking. Let's be having you, China. Time for you to give up. We got some spare. Dockyards. You always need more spotting destroyers. And what you always need more destroyers than you think. Oh, nice. We must have captured somewhere with some dockyards. That's a lot of new ones. More screens. And then get this guy done. Yeah, okay. Looks like we might save this guy. Maybe not. Unless these guys can come in behind and save him. Maybe. Let's get the tank coming down here. Get this guy, maybe save him from the other side. And at this point, we're in VP rush territory. Let's just get him done. And given that we're in VP rush territory, let's take some coasts. Take some ports even. You know, just when they thought their situation couldn't get any worse, we're just going to appear in like every single one of their ports. Poor beggars. Okay, and you're going to be briefly commanded by my marine chap because he needs the experience invading to get his invader trait ground up. Will you build a Yamato? So that's chat asking, will I build a Yamato? Yes, probably. I probably will. Big ass capital ship sounds fun to me. Alright, it's annoying that we're on this side of the river, but honestly, let's just get it done. Because they've got no supply, so our attack ain't superb. There's even worse. Get them. Good. There's going to be a lot of casualties there. This is looking pretty good. Saving the cavalry is looking more and more likely. We can bring in these tanks. And the VP rush over here is becoming pretty real. Chongqing normally has to fall before they all surrender. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to be the case this time as well. You guys should be moving here. Hold them off for me. Now they've weakened their northern fronts. Good. And yeah, they're going to fall with excess casualties, but what can you do? What you can do is cross the river and attack from the other direction, but never mind that. Could build some light tanks. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And then it's got to 26. One more here, and then we're going to start banging it into the Air Force, I think, is what we need. Let's get the tanks coming down here. How you doing on those naval invasions? 2 more days. He's going to be there in 11 days. That's when we'll launch those. Let's go speed 4. Gonna get this war done here. As soon as these guys are freed up to go on the front, you know, it's going to be crazy. Get the national defense state going, get total mobilization, then we'll do spiritual mobilization to counteract the manpower pain that will cause. Get up here. Good. Push them out of the mountains. Already 3 military factories. Wow, we're really sweeping through now. I mean, yeah, more CAS for now. It will be good. We're slightly short on aluminium, but only 1 short is not a big deal. You can just keep going, by the way. So take in here, go here. Do you get XP when you are yet to deploy as a general? I don't know, so we'll wait the 7 days. Drive them back, drive them back. Just keep on pushing, baby. Okay, excellent. This episode has gone really long. My bad. I'll see you all in the next one, where China will capitulate. Bye-bye.